They make shitloads of money, drive fancy cars, and all they've got to do is look good and scratch their balls, and post some pictures every now and then. No matter where we look, we see successful social influencers and we want to be just like them, right? But the reality is that you're probably going to end up in this huge toilet for failed influencers no one even knew existed. Yep, that's right. The sad truth is that for every influencer who makes it big, about 5,000 will fail. But no one gives a shit about failed influencers, and that's why this bench hole is invisible to most people. And the number is getting higher, because it seems everyone wants to give it a go. But as I mentioned, we only know about the influencers who make it big, and that is exactly why we systematically overestimate our chances of success. Survivorship bias. Maybe you've heard about it, but it basically means that you only hear stories about survivors. No one cares about failure, unless it's falling stars, of course. They are always interesting to the public, but because no one cares about failure, no one hears about it, and that's survivorship bias in a nutshell. This is nothing new, and you see it everywhere. Maybe you're a rapper, actor, businessman, or an athlete, but the public doesn't care about unsuccessful rappers, actors, businessmen, or athletes. For every successful businessman, you can find 100 who do okay, but because they just do okay, you'll never hear about them. Who gives a shit about businessmen who just do okay, right? Behind the 100 that do okay, you will find 100 who fail, and behind the 100 who fail, you will find 1,000 who didn't even make it to business school. But isn't it okay to dream or have goals, you might ask? And of course it is. There's nothing wrong with having goals, but you've got to ask yourself a couple of questions. 1. Are my goals realistic? And 2. Do I really want to put in the time and effort that it takes? When I started this channel about 2 years ago, I thought I was going to get 50,000 subscribers easy. I make good videos, right? Yes, every YouTuber out there thinks he makes the best content, another bias I'll get into later. But now 2 years later, I'm lucky if I'll reach 4,000 subscribers at the end of this year. It takes a lot of work, guys, believe me. So let me point out again that the public doesn't give a flying shit about failed YouTubers, rappers, businessmen, or athletes, and why should they? And this is exactly why you only notice survivors and repeatedly overestimate your chances of success. But if you really want to try to become a successful social influencer and you're willing to put time and effort into it, I'll finish this video with my 3 best tips, so here we go. Number 1. Make sure you spend all of your money on cosmetic surgery, liposuction, and nose jobs so you look good on camera. Appearance is everything these days, and ugly people don't stand a chance. Number 2. Make it look like you've got shitloads of money and make sure you flash that money. If you're broke, I made this simple 5-step guide to becoming filthy rich in no time. Just follow it and money will be no problem for you. My last and third tip is one a lot of influencers do master to perfection, but it must be hard. Make sure you talk shit for hours and hours and hours with absolutely nothing meaningful to say. If you can pull that off, you are well on your way to becoming a very successful influencer. Peace.